Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal 42 back with some more World of Warcraft Classic with a little bit of a different set of videos coming up. Wanted to do this series for a little while, just wasn't for sure how to go about doing it. I think I figured out a pretty good way. I'm going to basically give an overview of one of my favorite classes, the shaman, and we're going to be doing a review of the class-specific quests because I think they're really neat. The lore and stuff from the shaman's always been kind of my favorite, I guess. So if you want to play a shaman in Classic, there are a few things that you should understand. The shaman is not ever going to be top of DPS or well, they do make really good raid healers if you're going to be a healer, and they do pretty good range DPS, but until Burning Crusade comes out, they're really not how to put it, they're not necessarily really good at anything, but what they excel at is making the team better. Shamans are very much team players, with varying different ways to help the group, I guess. So we're going to log into a Cyclovere, my enhancement shaman. I'm going to kind of review a little bit of the skill tree and kind of what you can do with it. And we will be coming back to her for another longer quest shortly. So, of course, at level 10, you can activate your talent trees, and elemental is basically your ranged DPS specialization. You've got your concussion, just a straight up DPS increase, reduction of your shock spells, lightning bolts. A lot of people really kind of consider this your PvP, just because it's got like some damage reduction. This is also a pretty good Earth's Grasp. It's pretty good. So a lot of these, I haven't played around with Elemental since Burning Crusade. It's been a long time. But basically all of these focus your abilities into your lightning bolt and your shock spells, increases your crit chance with your spells. This is actually a really good special or talent to get down to. It just takes so much to get down into, and a lot of your enhancement specializations or your builds are elemental and resto combo, and that's because they want so you can go all the way down, basically be resto, and then the rest of it in enhancement, so you can get improved weapon totems, because Storm Strike takes up a debuff spot on the raid, and a lot of raiders don't want that. They still want your improved weapon totems, which is basically what you really want. So this tree is all about dealing melee damage, and you have to pick up two-handed axes and maces as a talent to get training in those. We don't get dual wield until Burning Crusade pre-launch. So basically I'm leveling this shaman in preparation for Burning Crusade. but I'm actually contemplating doing an opposite of what is expected. Do heavy enhancement and then come down to elemental devastation and get all of these crits and stuff. But anyway, of course your resto is just all about reducing threat with your heals, increasing your totem abilities, and then your restoration, your restorative totems. Basically, you turn yourself into a walking mana battery for your healers and your ranged DPS, your casters. So you would drop your mana spring and then drop your Wind Fury totem, and then you're helping your casters and your other melee DPS as you melee. So that's why a lot of your builds do that. So yeah, that's being a shaman in a nutshell, is developing your abilities to assist everybody else in the group. Of course, you know, they're pretty good soloers. Their gear is very limited, unfortunately. You get leather until level 40, and then you can increase to mail. But a lot of your mail gear is all agility for your hunters. So we don't actually get a lot of strength and stamina gear as shaman until later on. Burning Crusade, we get a little bit better itemization with the increase of just raw DPS and our attack power actually counting as part of our spell power too. So that will help. But right now, we're going to do a quick little walkthrough of the first totem quest, and the orcs and trolls get the same starter quest. We'll go on and do this one. So basically you have to level 40 in your starter zone. And then right next to your shaman trainer will be a Kanaga Earth Collar.
How you doing,
The time is now, young shaman. You've grown strong and your spirit endures like the earth. Following the shaman's path shows you have wisdom before even proving yourself. The element of earth will guide your destiny, becoming part of you if you are ready, but you must stand before the earth itself. If you are ready, then we will see things only shaman know of. Seek out the Fellstalkers to the north and take from them 2 of their hooves. Return to me then, and we shall speak more of your future.
See ya later.
Alright, so we've been down here in the Valley of Trials, and we've done pretty much all of your starter quests. Waking up the peons, saving the guy that's been poisoned, the cactus blossoms, so we've got a little bit of a boost there. So we're going to go up here, and we've got 3 quests that we're going to do in here. Like I said, I really like the shaman aesthetic. They really are much more of a hybrid class than the paladins. I think the paladins, even though they are healers and healers, tanks, and DPS, they're not different enough in their differing specs really to really be like more of a support class that the shaman is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna kill these familiars too. So your shock spells are your once you kind of get these, they're especially Earth Shock, that it's so good. I think Blizzard originally, whoops, I can't show you the, in the enhancement tree, there are, I mean, that's basically used as a taunt, and then every time you hit with Rockbiter, it increases your threat as well. And it hits pretty hard too. But there are several skills in, or talents in, I already had some, in the enhancement tree that are damage reduction, increasing armor, stuff like that. And I think Blizzard initially wanted the shaman to be basically a reflection of the paladin, to be able to tank, heal, and DPS. But it kind of gave it a much more, how to describe it? They kind of, as the shamans kind of evolved in the game, they lost that hybridization to tank, and they wanted them, they developed them into a melee DPS. And alright, so those fell hooves drop pretty fast. We're gonna go up here and grab that pick. And the only reason I'm doing that with this character is we're going to use him to level up to 10, and then we will do the level 10 quest with him as well. And then we will be able to do the level 20 quest with my orc. See, I planned ahead a little bit. Alright. So now we just gotta kill a bunch more of these. And I'm going to pause the video while I take care of 6 more of these. And I will see you guys in just a split second. Hold on. Alrighty, we're back down here. I've turned those other 2 quests in and picked up Burning Blade Medallion, which I will be doing later. But for right now, we're gonna turn in the Call of Earth. Patience is Earth's greatest virtue. The Earth witnesses the cycle of all things, the mountains becoming deserts, rivers becoming canyons. The Earth is the most stubborn and wise of all the elements, and it does not tolerate impatience. The Earth beckons you now because a time of conflict draws near. When you return to me successful, then you shall be that much closer to being made whole. Others will be envious of your wisdom and hate you for their ignorance. Excellent. Your success shows that you are prepared. Of all elements, Earth represents the foundation of patience. Foundation of all things. It is your strength, your stamina, and your patience. Earth will protect you, but only if shown the proper respect. Like the other elements, even Earth can be fickle. Earth is the basis for life, and by observing its laws, you'll gain greater wisdom. Never forget the secrets Earth shares with you. I shall make a sapta for you now, and by accepting it, you will realize your path. A sapta is a drink created to bind our spirits to the elements. Used with magic, the potion will allow the strong will to see the elements as no one else can. Your spirit will be connected to the element the sapta was created for, and only a select few shaman know the recipe. The sapta is always drunk in a holy place and never anywhere else. Remember that. Seek out Spirit Rock southwest of here. It is found at the end of the hidden path. Drink your sapta there, and well, you shall see.
Okie dokie.
Alright. So, gonna go out here and make a right turn. And of course, if you flub it and drink this at the wrong spot, you can go back to him and he'll give you another one. So you can see the um, um, completion back here, but you kind of have to go a little bit out of the way. Oh, okay. See, it's been a while since I've done this. I kind of made that other shaman. There we go, spirit rock. So when you get over here,
I'm out of range.
yeah. Whoa. Minor manifestation of Earth. I'm not even sure how to pronounce my own name. Pleased is the earth to have you here. Bound together in body and spirit, you will go forward knowing that the mountains are your strength, the plains your patience, and the world itself your essence. Standing before the earth humbly is all that is required of you for you to pass this rite, but the others are not so passive. They may be chaotic and often violent, but such is the nature of the elements. Dual natures opposing one another. You must come to learn these things intricately. Take this rough quartz from me and bring it to Kanaga Earthcaller as proof of our meeting. He will craft a totem for you, and this pebble will be the heart of it. As small as it may seem, you will come to find that size does not matter, and that even the smallest of things can outlast many others. Be patient, remain strong, and seek wisdom. This is what Earth asks of you. In the end, you shall become one with the Earth. Respect it as it shall respect you. So. Alright. I always like the writing in some of the earlier quests. You can just kind of hop over that. I'm also going to, as soon as I turn this in, I'm going to talk a little bit about the choice of race for shamans, because you have 3 choices.
Hey there.
Call of Earth. I wish to be the first to welcome you fully to the first of 4 paths that will forever lead you to your destiny. You have the stone the Earth gave you. I will make you a totem. I will give you the totem it promised. If not, then be gone until you have found your way. Excellent. I will craft for you. The totem I will craft for you is more than a symbol of your status among shaman. It has abilities beyond that. One use of the totem is the focus for spells. Those spells are tied to the earth, and as you earn greater and greater wisdom, more of the earth's abilities will be made accessible to you. The trainers will know when you are ready for greater knowledge, but for now, take this earth totem.
Later.
Alright, so now we have the earth totem in our inventory. So when we get, we'll actually have 4 at the end, so.
Relax. Glory to the Horde.
Yeah. So we get Earthbound at level 6 and another healing wave at 6. So, what can we do? So he gave us Stone Skin. What Stone Skin does, it's basically a damage reduction ability. So you drop your totem down, and then within 20 yards, as long as you're within 20 yards of this stationary buff, you will get damage reduction, which is pretty good. It's for melee only, so there is that. So all of your totems are like that. They're stationary. So in boss fights, you kind of have to know where the fight is going to be leading you and kind of plan ahead. So there's a lot of strategy to being um, a shaman. But anyway, so you've got trolls, orcs, and tauren that can be shaman, and each have a pretty good racial ability. Berserking is probably the strongest. Trolls, just because of berserking, trolls make probably the best at everything, really. Um, Casting and attack speed, I mean, it's basically a clickable haste, 10 to 30% every 3 minutes. It's really good. I mean, that's just, it's hard to beat that. So I would suggest making a troll, but we're going to log out here. The tauren also have a pretty interesting special ability. The trolls, they don't really get any. They have also passive health regen, which is also pretty good. The tauren. Okay, so let's do the Totem Earth totem quest. This is the only totem quest that's different, because we're over in on the other side of the Barrens, really. All right. So basically the same thing. We've gotten over here and we've done all of the stuff on Red Cloud Mesa to get to level 4. Your shaman trainer is in this little tent. We've gotten Rockbiter and Earthshock, basically all the same stuff. Our special ability, we get extra health, which is nice. We also have War Stomp. It's a half a second cast, 2-minute cooldown, and it's a 2-second stun. It's actually really good. I played around with it a little bit when Burning Crusade came out as a PvP, and basically you would Ghost Wolf, run into a group, switch out, stomp, and then back into Ghost Wolf and run off. It actually is pretty good, and if you are on in a communication thing like Discord or something like that, a lot of tauren can group together and chain their stomps together, and will kind of like keep people chain stun. Basically, it's kind of a pain. But that's their special ability. The time has come, young shaman. Your body ages and grows strong, and your spirit endures like the earth. I see it within you. You have wisdom already. The earth guides our people, and it speaks to us, as it will to you in time. But you must be tested. If you are ready, then you shall see things only our kind know of. Seek out the bristleback shamans in the ravine to the east, and take for them a salve they use in their rituals. Return to me only when you have enough for your own potion. So 2 applications of ritual salve.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
So we are over here, and we're going to grab some more battle boar flanks, and then we're going to basically run in. I don't know if I'll actually do... I think I'm just going to focus on getting this quest done for him. I don't see me leveling this guy up. So yeah, so we got actually the tauren get a lot more. Like we got like some wrists, a belt, and I just picked up a random shield. So I wonder where I'm thinking that's where we're gonna come back to. Oh. Yeah, well, we might as well grab these.
It's too far away.
Okay. So you just got to come over into this kind of thorny area. And there's a little cave here. And it goes back into like a kind of a big ravine. Ooh, a bag. Nice. I'm starting to get a little lag for some reason. Yeah, my latency's kinda getting bad. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video until my latency goes back down. Hold on. Alright, well that took about, what, 15-20 minutes? So we're gonna make our way over here, and I think this is where the mobs that drop the salve are.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, there's one. Thank goodness these guys don't run. Yep, interrupt. Earth shock. It's just too badass, honestly. I think in a later patch, they removed the spell interrupt. Or no, wait, they added an I think you get another spell that decreases your threat, and you can add it to your like it doesn't initiate a global cooldown, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna go down here and around, I think. Even though the Tauren don't level quite, like their leveling area is a lot slower, I do like their quest a little bit more. And I got both of them, of course. Yeah, you definitely don't want to try and run in here too much. Oh, he resisted. Wow. Whoa. Mr. Big Boy. All right, there we go. Now, there is an optional quest that you can pick up. Let's get back here in this cave. Oh, you know the completionist in me. I cannot leave it. I know this is going over just a hair, but I want to get it. I can't help it. Even though I'm literally not going to play this character. I think this is a ground spawn. Level 5, there we go. Squealer Thorn Mantle. Yeah, dirt stained map.
Inventory is full.
Ooh. Definitely want that. Ta-da! And yeah, we'll get rid of those. After carefully evaluating the map, you realize that what you discovered are the plans made by the Bristleback War Chief for the extended siege on Camp Narache. Surely Chief Hawkwind could use this information, and you get kind of a shitty shield.
I can't carry anymore.
What? Yeah, I don't understand that either. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna pause the video and... actually, no, I think I can just use... yeah. Ta-da!
Well met. Go in peace.
Well met. Farewell.
Alright, let me make some room here.
Greetings, traveler. May the eternal sun shine upon thee. Ah, I have just the thing for you.
Yeah, see what I mean? They just,
Be careful.
Tauren just get kind of better gear rewards.
What brings you here? We shall meet again. Be careful.
There we go. Now look a little bit tougher. Alright.
How may I aid you?
The earth is patient and will wait for you until you are ready, because she knows in time all things erode and are reborn. It is the cycle of things. Mountains become deserts, rivers become canyons. The earth is the most stubborn and wise of all the elements. Must learn patience and stamina above all things. The earth calls for you now because she feels you are ready. Consider this your rebirth. If you succeed, you will never be able to go back to ignorance afterward. Good. Your return here signifies that you are indeed prepared for the next step. Of all the elements, earth represents the foundation of all things. It is your strength, your stamina, and your patience. The Earth Mother will protect you, but only if you show her proper respect. She is the basis for life, By observing her laws, you will gain a greater wisdom. Never forget the secret she shares with you. I shall make your Sapta free now, and by accepting it, a new path will open before you. Sapta is a drink created to bind our spirits to the elements fused with magic. Potion will allow the open mind to see the elements as no one has seen them before. Your spirit will forever be tied to the element the Sapta was created for, and only a select few of our kind know the secrets of its creation. The Sapta is always imbibed in a holy place and never anywhere else.
We shall meet again.
Alright. So now down to Kodo Rock, which we just kind of ran past. So I like to compare the way the orcs and the shaman look at things. Even the orcs and shaman, the orc and troll shamans still look at shamanism as a secret, as a power to wield. The Tauren see shamans as more of being revealed to us, if that makes sense. I know it's a little philosophical. I always kind of like that about the shamans. It's the shaman, the warlocks. They're tied together a lot in the lore. I would definitely read up on that. It's pretty interesting. Alright, minor manifestation of Earth. Pleased is the Earth to have you here. Bound together in body and spirit, you will go forward, knowing that the mountains are your strength, the plains your patience, and the world itself your essence. Standing before the earth humbly is all that is required. This is the same speech. Yeah, the rough quartz. So it's pretty much the same thing, and we'll go back and turn this in. So I always, like I said, I always like that about the Tauren. Just a lot of their quests, or at least the Tauren specific ones, they really look at the Earth as a living thing, which the later revelations, I think they, kind of had it more right than the orcs, anyway. But I always like the shamans because Thrall is a shaman, and I guess that's kind of why I always liked them a little bit. Especially in Burning Crusade, when all of that happens and Thrall goes to Outland and meets basically his father's clan, and the people that kind of raised him, which is interesting.
You wish to speak?
You would not return to me if you had not accomplished your task. May I be the first to welcome you fully to the first path of 4 that will forever rule your travels. Gather the stone the earth gave to you, I will give you the totem it promised. If not, then I pity you. There is much pride to be had when you are fully dedicated yourself to the elements. Totem. Okay, so that's kind of the same thing. I think that would have been interesting if the Tauren had gotten a different totem. Like if like we'd gotten the stone skin and then the trolls had gotten the earthbind, maybe. I think that would have been interesting. But anyway, so that is the Totem of Earth quest that you get for the Tauren, and then the one previous for the orcs and trolls. And in the next video, we're going to explore the Totem of Fire from the viewpoint of our troll. So I'm going to hop over on that troll and get to level 10, and then we will see about getting that quest done. So I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, if you like these this type of content, I know it's a little bit different. I'm kind of like, once I got to level 60 with Flagell and we're doing more raiding type stuff, I'm not really for sure like what to do quest wise, because once you get 60 it becomes less about questing and more about getting gear, I guess. So I think just kind of exploring. Wow, he hit level 6. Huh. Interesting. Now that's one less level to grind through. I like the draws a little bit better. But yeah, I like the works a lot more. I like their aesthetic a little bit more. But anyway. So I'm going to, like I said, if you like this type of content, leave me a comment, and or if you want to see something a little different or something more specific, leave me a message and I'll see what I can do. And as always, this has been Foolish Mortal 42, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.